Hey guys, so I'm going to make yet another sensitivity guide because there's actually a lot of things that can branch out of sensitivity. Like there's sensitivity as a whole topic, but then there's like minor things that we can make videos about that can also help you guys. So I've already made a video like this, but this is a different way that you can find your perfect sensitivity. So the one that I did before, I just said shoot bots, and there's obviously many ways to do this. You can do deathmatch, which I might make another video on that later, but this one is just going to be tracking. So we don't actually have to shoot our enemies if our tracking is perfect. So if our tracking is if we can get our tracking to get like almost perfect, you can't get it completely perfect, but if you can get it almost perfect, then whenever you go and play, you're going to be able to click heads very easily. So what we're going to do, there's a few layers of this. You're going to ask yourself, does this sensitivity feel comfortable? By the way, the last video I made, I know I said don't change your sensitivity, but this is for people that want to find a sensitivity to stick with. You don't want to change it, but if you want to find one sensitivity to stick with for a long time, this is what this video is about. So what we want to do here, there's a few different aspects. One, you want to ask yourself, does this feel like a comfortable sensitivity for me? And then you're gonna ask yourself, am I on the bot's head when I do this? So what we're doing is we're trying to track the bot's head from left and right, but you also want to walk forward and backward and all around whenever you're doing this, just because whenever you're in a game, you don't just go left and right, you go forward, you go all around. So that's why we want to try to do this exactly like this in the range. So there's the bot. You see this has been going for a while. But yeah, basically we're going to be going like this, and you see my tracking is, it's not perfect, but it's not bad, I would say. Like I'm on the head for probably maybe like 80% of the time, which is pretty good. See, I can go all the way around if your mouse pad space isn't big enough. Basically, if you're going off like this, then that probably means, I think, so you can either be like adjusting too hard, which means your sensitivity is too fast, or it could be adjusting too slow like that, and that means your sense is too slow. So basically, whatever your sensitivity is at now, if you're overcorrecting too much like this, like you're trying to track it and you're like overcorrecting, you're out in front of the bot's head, then you're gonna want to raise your sense by a fraction of an amount. If you're overshooting by like a lot, then you might go. I'll just give you some numbers. So if you're slightly overshooting, I would change this by so say I was on 0.25 and I was overshooting, I would go 0.35. If I was overshooting by a lot, then I would go from 0.25 to 0.45. So for a minor adjustment, I would go up 0.10, up or down 0.10. And for a major adjustment, I would go 0.2. And then after going 0.2, you can adjust 0.10 in either direction if you feel like you need to. For me, I'm going to stay at this because this is my sense. So if you're undershooting, you're going to be behind the bot's head from where you're moving. So, and that means you want to go, you put your sensitivity up. Again, we can go farther back because whenever you track at different distances, it's a little bit different. You see, I don't have to move as much when I'm farther away from the bot. When I'm really close, I have to move my mouse like crazy because that's just how the angles work. See, I'm not actually perfect. So I might actually even want to change my sense, but I don't really want to just because I'm playing quite well with the sensitivity. Another thing, one more aspect I'll add to this guide, since we have a little more time before we get the video length to what I would consider to be a little bit long, is we can talk about spraying. So this is something that not many videos actually talk about. Spraying is something that matters for your sensitivity, believe it or not. So if your sense is too high, you're going to probably be pulling down too fast because your sense is too high. If your sense is too low, you're probably not going to be pulling down enough. So this is a pretty basic exercise. What we could do is just pull down when we shoot and try to get the shots in one circle. You can do this at different ranges, or in one little spot, so I'll show you what I mean by that. So if our sense is too high, then we're probably going to struggle, and it's going to look something like this. If our sense is too low, it's probably going to look something like that. So you're going to have either a straight line like this, I don't know how to explain it. So like if your sense is too high, you're going to correct and go down too much like this. So you'll have a line like that. If your sense is too slow, you're going to have a line going up like this. Because you don't pull down, you pull down too slowly, if that makes sense. So what we can do is just keep tweaking your sense, just like that, 0.10 up or down. If you feel like you don't need to go all the way up 0.10, you see I've done a fraction of that, and that's 0.05. Or I guess it's actually 0.05, sorry. So if you want to change it, go 0.01 or 0.005. You can change it like that. And so yeah, we can just practice, and then after you change it, you can practice trying to get them in a closer radius like this. See, I do pretty good. I messed maybe a couple bullets up, but that's not too bad. Throw out the Phantom as well. Not too bad. Go farther away. See, obviously, farther away, it's gonna get a little bit harder. Still not bad, just a couple minor bullets here on the outside. So, again, this is the actual, the main extras you want to do is just tracking the bot's head in the range, like this. If you guys want me to do a how to find your sensitivity in deathmatch tutorial, let me know in the comments. If I get like 2 of you leave me a comment, then I'll make the video. Actually, if 1 of you leaves a comment, I'll make the video. How about that? Pinky promise. So if you want the guide, just leave a comment. I want the deathmatch sensitivity guide, and I got you. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Sorry if I'm uploading a lot of sensitivity guides and you guys think you don't really like it, but from the feedback, it sounds like you guys are really wanting more, and so I'm just trying to give you guys as many possible options to like guides to improve your sensitivity as I can. Like I said, don't change your sense that much, but this is a way to find your perfect sensitivity, or something close to it. So yeah, just make sure you do different distances, moving all around, like, because you know your enemy is not gonna be standing still. So you want to try to make it as hard on yourself as possible to track the head. And if you're trying to make it really hard on yourself and you can still track it really well, then you've probably found quite a good sense. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, like I already said, like, comment, and please subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.